On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Counter play with Jacobs. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
Ready?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Nothing, 19.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Got it. Ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
2nd and 3.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
On the jump.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And the slot man goes in motion left. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Shot 60.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
set. Madden 60. Read.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Broncos at 6-3 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 4.
Here's Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hey, check that, street. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tucker. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
18. Ranger, 70 Ranger, 79 Broncos. Go, Reed, go. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, hurt.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's good for the Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Jerry Jeudy. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run it again with Williams. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. To throw is Wilson. And this is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
On third down, Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And we're down to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Warriors 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now a give to Jacobs running right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Ready, set.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They go with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now. And
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run off tackle right with Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
if they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 2.
Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready, go. Leave it low. Mustang 19. Let's go. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Okay, break. Drop 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Drop 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. The guard out for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocked another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense.